Climate change. Is it a myth or a reality? It's one of those things that people could believe in it if they wanted to, or not to believe in it because they don't feel the need to believe in it, or that they have other things that they need to take care of, like shopping, education, getting money, or messing around playing video games. I don't know. Whatever suit fits you, I guess. Now I think about it, it's like politics. People are getting defensive over what they think is right, and everybody's getting angry at each other, trying to prove their point on one side and then the other side. Anyways, we're getting off topic. Let's just talk about the video about climate change. When we talk about the mechanisms behind climate change, we're basically talking about two things. One of them has to be natural. This could be related to the external process. This could be the changes of the Earth's position, relation to the sun, and variations of strength of the sun, while others are related to the ocean, currents, or wind patterns in the atmosphere. But one of the mechanisms that is very vital to not just to our survival, but also for our planet, known as the greenhouse gases. They trap the CO2 in the atmosphere and make the planet warmer, so we don't end up like the people in the Ice Age, The Shining, or Mario. But at least when there is volcanic activity and changes in plant growth, this can alter the CO2 in the atmosphere. I'm sure most of you are going to know what I'm going to say. Yes, any company that uses fossil fuel contributes to climate change. But there are different variables to increasing climate change. For example, Levi Strauss & Co. make ecological footprints by making jeans. Yes, they're making them out of denim, but they also have copper. But in order to get copper, they would need to smelt it, and they can use it. And when they smelt it, they would need fire, which means there's smoke contributing to the climate change. This seems like it's not as big a deal as oil, gasoline, or coal, but it has an impact on the world. Quick note, the world's gas, oil, and coal reserves can be linked to about more than 1/3 of greenhouse gases. This includes automobiles because they burn the gas and it goes into the atmosphere. The byproduct pollutes the earth and increases the temperature, and then climate change happens. This is how two activities of large corporations contribute to climate change. Which brings me to my next topic. Alright, we've talked about what the corporations are doing and how it's affecting the environment. Now let's see if we can find a way to keep doing what they're doing, but also not destroy the world, like the Death Star in A New Hope. What some companies could do is reuse some of the stuff they use or make something new out of the old stuff. This would help recycle, like what Levi Strauss & Co. are doing. They could use different sources of energy like cars, using gas or electricity, wind power or natural gas, which could produce little to no CO2. Companies that have already done this, like Levi Strauss & Co., which was the recycling and reusing, and Siemens, which was the one which was about the cars using electricity, wind power, and natural gases to produce little to no CO2. And Starbucks. That's right. Starbucks. A new Coke. And I bet if you went to Starbucks, you're probably aware of the containers that they have with the espresso beverages, iced tea, and tea. It turns out that they're trying to go strawless, which is actually a good way of eliminating the use of plastic, so factories don't produce a lot of straws and help save plastic. After I said that, I feel like we've watched a video about this in class. I feel like I know that there's a video out there about plastic and how it's making a big problem, and how Starbucks is using less of it to have less of an impact on the earth. Yeah, I got nothing. Thank you for your time and watching this science project that I put a lot of time into. Right now I'm only doing the recording phase. I bet the editing phase is probably going to be very long, so I would say this project took much longer than 2 hours, which it took just for recording. Hope you enjoyed it, and here's the sources and the credits.